Roger Barsby, when and more importantly why was Weleda established?
Weleda was first established in Switzerland in 1921 and then in the UK in 1925. It was founded on the work of a gentleman called Rudolf Steiner, an Austrian philosopher, and his ideas really covered the way in which we look at how we relate to nature, how we relate to each other. His ideas raised an awful lot of questions at the time, and people from different disciplines wanted to know how to use his ideas practically. So people from education, people from agriculture began to ask him, how can we use this? And there were many doctors who asked the same questions. He began working then with a lady called Dr. Ita Wegman, a Dutch doctor, to try and develop his ideas into the more practical side of medicine. And so it was from that that Weleda was founded, to really produce the products that the doctors would want as a result of this development.
Where does the name Weleda come from?
The name Weleda, or more correctly Weleda, is a very ancient name. It's an ancient Celtic name and relates to it's a sort of generic name for female healers. They were people who were healers, seers, they understood the nature, they understood plants, they understood the stars. And they were the kind of people you would go to if you had any kind of problem. The Weleda would help you out with your problem.
You say Weleda, but most people know it as Weleda, at least in Britain and America.
In the UK, it's Weleda. It's spelt with a W, but it is a Germanic name, so W becomes V.
What is special about the way Weleda operates?
For Weleda ourselves, there's actually nothing special about the way we operate. What we do is what we've always done. Today you would call us green or ethical, but for us it's just founded in the philosophy that we follow. So we garden organically, we work sustainably with nature, we have free trade arrangements with our suppliers, but we just do it out of the underlying philosophy, not because it's some clever marketing idea of the time.
What kind of medicines do you make?
We make thousands and thousands of medicines. We're quite unusual in that we make large batches of standard products that are sold in health food stores and pharmacies, but we also manufacture individual handmade medicines for doctors' prescriptions. So an individual patient will be prescribed an individual mixture, and that mixture is then manufactured by hand and sent directly to the patient. And so it's all mixtures in all forms, powders, pills, tablets, liquids, anything you can think of we can manufacture.
What are your best sellers and what kind of problems do they address?
Best sellers obviously relate to problems you have around the home, self-treatment issues. People are probably familiar with a plant called arnica. Arnica is used for bumps and bruises. It's been used for thousands of years. And so our arnica-containing products are definitely our best sellers. There's arnica massage oil. That's used for treating aches and pains. It's used by a lot of sports people, runners, footballers, cricketers, to help treat muscular pain. And it can also be used for things like rheumatic pain as well.
What is the future for Weleda?
For Weleda, the future is interesting. Obviously, because of the way we work with traditional methods and traditional ingredients. The actual basis of the business will stay very much the same. But we have to move with the lifestyle of the patient. So developments now are in new kinds of remedies that using the same ingredients but to address problems of today, things like stress and sleeplessness and allergies, which in the past weren't great problems. And we also have to look at creating products in new forms which fit with, again, with lifestyle. So it's that whole development using technology but tying it in with the traditional approach.